Away from the Marseilles ground clutter, some storms into our western suburbs, these heading toward the northeast, and a wider view from the National Weather Service radar at Marseilles now shows another storm cluster up here in southern Wisconsin and out into eastern Iowa, all moving eastward. So some more showers and thunderstorms on the way into the Chicago area late tonight. And we've been buffeted today. Two different clusters went through. This one around 11 o'clock stood 47,000 feet tall, these thunderstorm clouds did, and produced some heavy rains up to 0.6 of an inch in places. But watch, that band goes through. Here's the second band that fires, and look at this monster area of rain blowing up in violent thunderstorms out in Iowa. These storms that passed south of us this afternoon produced tornadoes down around Kankakee and tree-downing winds out in DeKalb County. Three-dimensional imagery just really spectacularly shows these storms blowing up. You notice that the maximum development occurs in the warmest part of the day because we had 90-degree heat down south as versus 70 and 80-degree warmth up our way. And it did rain in this area. Boy, we needed it. As we've pointed out, our crops are in corn in particular, a particularly critical stage, a pollinating stage. These circled figures are where weather stations had over an inch of rain. Amounts were, as they often are at this time of the year, widely varied, but nonetheless 0.22 of an inch here versus 1 inch and more out in the Rockford area. And temperatures hot, not far south of us today, 96 up to Lafayette, Indiana, 98 at Champaign, 96 out at Moline, while it was only in the 70s, and these blended into 60s up in the upper peninsula of Michigan. And this cool air is going to win the fight in the next couple days and come down our way. And in fact, we shaved quite a bit off the temperature today. 101 yesterday, but the cold front that went through last evening held us to 86 today, and you notice the humidity dropped a great deal too, poking up just a bit this afternoon. So the summer, with its 30-degree total below normal June and 41-degree above normal July, is about a wash right now, maybe just a touch above normal as far as normal summers in Chicago go. Well, we've got 70s around the area now, except 69 out at DuPage, 68 Aurora. Wave heights will come up to 2 to 4 feet tomorrow afternoon, 70 degrees the lake temperature. We have wind southeast at 6, a rather high dew point in humidity, barometer 30.02, and 86 was the high today, 71 the low, with mold, the highest of the pollutants in the area today. Otherwise, good air quality around Chicago. Well, this cluster of storms may yet fire some more storms, as we've shown you on radar, not only tonight but tomorrow. Then this cool air north of this area of cloudiness is to dump in. By tomorrow, we'll have waves of low pressure in the area along the south side of this high, but the high more and more the next few days will take over, pushing the cool front south and bringing us a lovely dose of summer weather, but maybe some more severe weather in scattered areas within this region tomorrow, and rain mounts 1 to 2 inches over maybe 40 to 60% of this area, which needs it. Then on Saturday, the cool air is all the way down to the Gulf Coast, 8 to 12 degrees below normal in our area. 5-day forecast, 84 for tomorrow, lower at the lake, especially in the afternoon. Then 78, 76, and 74 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 77 Sunday. After tomorrow's showers and storms, which will be scattered in, there may be a Canadian frontal system light shower, and that would be mixed with sun during the day on Friday. Otherwise, no substantial rain in sight. Well, scattered periodic thunderstorms may redevelop in the pre-dawn hours. Lows down to 66. Already some flashes of lightning out in the western suburbs, and frequent clouds lead to periodic thunderstorms tomorrow. Cooler by the lake in the afternoon, a high of 84, but dropping down to 70 to 75 at the lakeshore by afternoon as those northeast winds lock in. Rather cloudy, cool, perhaps a sprinkle tomorrow night, low down to 64, and northeast winds. And it looks like we'll go into Thursday with mixed sun and clouds, breezy, cooler weather, highs in the 70s, lowest at the lakefront. Of course, we've got a big Mackinac race coming up this weekend, Rick, and looks like that northeast wind we're setting up the next couple of days.
Slow things down, isn't it?
It may indeed, it may last into the early part of the race. Something we'll be looking more at in the nights to come.
All right, Tom. Thank you very much.
Okay. Stream, and they will dot the area, even as sun today poked into areas as close by as Rockford and Milwaukee. Radar very quickly showing the backwards moving showers, solid area of rain just to the west of us, but little speckles coming in off the lake, heading southeast or southwest. That should be about 21 miles per hour. Back to the computer now, and a big storm continues to sit in the area, but it started doing something kind of interesting that shows up toward the end of the loop. Clouds are now backing up. The whole eastern U.S. weather regime is backing up, and that will bring us an exponential or a large temperature increase as we head into the weekend and next week. And look at the strong winds today. These are yesterday's winds, today's winds, 20 and 30 knot wind gusts indicated right here in our graph. Very windy, high waves on the lake, and it stays windy tonight and tomorrow too, though the winds are going to slowly go down from here on out. just as the temperatures have, from 79 to 71 and 72 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. So it's been nice and cool and some welcome rains. Look at these totals. The most rain we've had in a single rain event in 9 months back on Tuesday, another inch yesterday, and 0.08 of an inch today, bringing the week's total nearly to that which we get in the entire month of July, to over 3 inches of much-needed rain. And there are 60s in the area now with 3 to 5 foot waves. Small craft advisories out. 71 is the lake temperature. There the winds strong and northeast with 90% humidity. Barometer 2991 and steady. And a little bit of a hurricane, or what's left of it, sweeping the Hawaiian Islands with flooding rains and some gusty winds out there. But that storm lost a lot of its punch before it reached Hawaii. Just the rain, the big problem there. Well, we had hoped we'd get into the sunny weather, but apparently these clouds will keep feeding back in here with little spotty showers at times that may, as this weather system backs up in the next 24 hours and brings this warm front up our way tomorrow night and Saturday, mixed with thunderstorms late tomorrow night and Saturday. Then here's the heat wave out to the east. You see this big hot dome out here? It's to consolidate with a big hot dome out to the west, pushing the storm southwestward over the next 4 to 5 days. And by next week, the models, especially the European weather forecast model, says this will be the hottest air mass so far this summer. And a big Bermuda high will send dew points into the Miami, Florida, New Orleans, Louisiana range. Very humid air by next week, with this setup expected to last the bulk of the week. So get set for warmth like the 90s that streamed into northwestern Minnesota today. It was even 88 at International Falls, so warmer up there than it was here. We'll rise from 75 tomorrow to 83, cooler both days by the lake, but up to 90 and 93, maybe a touch cooler Sunday near the lake than this 90, but into the 90s next week. And it looks like showers and may mix with some thunderstorms late tomorrow night and Saturday, and maybe just a thunderstorm on Sunday. But as upper air temperatures rise, these rains now are going to thin out in the next few days. Well, showers at times, damp and windy tonight. Northeast winds at 10 to 22, except higher as they have been right through this storm system along the lakeshore, and a low down to 62. Frequent clouds, damp, breezy tomorrow, a few brief passing showers at times, a high of 75, and northeast winds at 10 to 20. Tomorrow night, brief showers could lead to thunderstorms toward dawn Saturday morning, and lows down to 63. And then a warm front sweeps through the area, so summer-like warmth and humidity are back on Saturday, with cloudy periods and mixed scattered thunder showers. Looks like coverage on those will be about 30 to 40%. Be in the 70s and 80s around the area, and heading toward the 90s. We have strong confirmation of that from all these long-range models. So
it's
summer
true.
here. That's right. I think it is, Pat. We've seen it for 4 days now.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Okay.